You're watching Good Morning Kenya. This is Entertainment Thursday. My name is Mike Migwe. Future Voices is the segment where we give the youth of our country a chance to contribute to matters of national importance. Today we are talking about empowering the Kenyan youth. Where are we in terms of empowering them within business circles, leadership, representation, and power? Where are we, and what are we looking at, and what does the future portend for them? In studio, I'm joined by Nelson Njiro, who is an aspirant who is going for the top seat of the county of Nairobi. He is going for the seat of governor. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mike.
How are you doing this morning?
Having me?
Yes.
I am doing well. Yes, and thank you for being here.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Tuanze tu at the top.
Yes.
Youth empowerment.
Yes.
From your perspective.
Yes.
How do you say so far the youth of the country have been empowered in all spheres like business, leadership, representation, and the presence within power?
So, Mike, let me start by defining what I think youth empowerment is.
Yes.
See, basically, this is equipping the youth with the tools, okay? Confidence,
yes,
opportunities, to be able to better their lives. And through this, they get to better the economy of the country. The government has tried in so many ways to come up with programs of empowering the youths. The recent one being the Nyota.
Yes, the Nyota program.
Nyota program, which I would say is a bold step in terms of empowering the youth, even though I believe there are things that could be done to better it. Because as you look at it, 50 billion from World Bank,
yes,
50,000 shillings to an individual,
yes,
targeting 208,000 youths.
Yes.
Will that be enough in the country? Is that sufficient to cover and to empower the youths that we have? Okay, so I believe there's more that could be done in empowering the youths. When you come to leadership, actually, most of the youths are being used as mobilizers as opposed to leaders in this country. Okay, and I think it's very important that we have mentorship for the youths, so that we have them becoming leaders and not just mobilizers.
Yes.
Yeah. But
no, continue.
But I believe we are in the right directions in terms of empowering the youths. But there's more that needs to be done.
The fact that there's something you've said about the youth being mobilizers. Yes. Does it stem from the fact that most of them, if not all, lack the confidence to go for the leadership positions instead of being mobilizers?
Far from it, Mike. I think is how the society is trying to put the youths of this country. It's not that they lack the confidence. It is the empowerment in terms of leadership. When you look at the youths, you want them just to mobilize the other youths to come and probably campaign for you. Yeah. But you're not looking at them as leaders, because the youths are capable of being leaders in this country. Very, very capable. So I believe we lack a lot of mentorship from the leaders who are there for the youths to be able to go and run for these offices and also to become leaders in this country. It's mentorship that is one thing that lacks. Just look around. How many youthful leaders do we have in elective posts? Very few. If anything, sometimes you just sit and all the time you'll hear about roughly 2 or 3. Yeah, Babowino, Sifuna, Kiarie. That's it. Yeah.
So, in this aspect of mentorship,
yes,
within leadership circles, is it that mentorship has been availed and the youth have failed to capitalize on it, or there is none that has been availed to them?
According to me, there's no mentorship for the youths. The youths are being told you're the leaders of tomorrow. Okay? You're being told you will be the leader tomorrow. For now, these are the leaders here. For you, it's for the future. But the future is now. The future is now. The future is now. Yes.
What do you think are the bottlenecks that within the leadership sphere that needs to be addressed in as far as empowering the youth and encouraging them to take these positions need to be addressed?
The bottlenecks, I would basically look at it from the point of, do you have programs? Do you have legislature that empowers the youth? Most of the times, the kind of empowerment you're having around, from where I sit, is handouts. Okay? Something that is not being checked to the end. If we empower you now, what is the result? Is there anybody who checks from me giving you 50,000
yes.
to what is the output? What is the effect of this money that you've been given? Has it served the right purpose? So I believe we need to have tracking of empowerment. We need to have laws. For example, we have laws that favor people with disability. We have laws that favor gender in terms of 2/3 majority and all that. But do you have any for the youths? We do not. Okay, so those are some of the bottlenecks that I believe should be addressed so that the youths can fully be empowered. Yeah.
Now, Kenya is a young nation.
Yes.
Because the median age there is around 19.5 years. But then again, we also have leaders, youthful leaders in places of power, especially in parliament. And from your perspective, and the space, the opportunity that has been availed to those leaders, how do you rate their performance?
I would rate it below average. Because I believe when you have been empowered as a youth, the best thing you can do for your country and for the other youths is to empower another youth.
Yes.
Okay? But are we seeing that happening? You get there, you've empowered, you go there, and you forget. We need the youths, especially those who are in leadership positions, to empower the other youths who are not there. Okay? You see, basically, we're talking about 60% of the population of a country being the youths. Okay? Can you move or drive this country without the 60%? You cannot. You have to empower these people so that the economy keeps growing. Yes.
You look at programs that like Nyota, and also there's also the digital space, the Ajira digital program.
Yes.
Do you think they'll be impactful enough to bolster youths into getting into business, or they will just box the youth within what you would call, quote-unquote, low-paying jobs?
Very good question there. First of all, Nyota, it has been tailored to run for 5 years, right? It's on a private, it's basically not the government, it's a loan from the World Bank, right?
Yes.
So basically, what happens after the 5 years? See, that means it's not a long-term thing, okay? So basically, at the end of the day, you might end up just boxing the youths, as you said. We need programs that will run all through, from government to government. Okay? We need programs that are sustainable, programs that the government can sustain all through. Okay? We need to have somebody auditing the process from when I'm empowering you to the output. Because most of the times, I'll give you this money, I'll come and say, we've empowered the youths. But have you checked to the end that the funds that you're giving have been utilized the right way? And what is the impact of that utility to the economy of the country? Okay? So it's not just about feeding people. It's not just about giving people money. It's not just about empowering in quotes in terms of just giving handouts. And after that, you come and say you've empowered. Unless we are able to track that to the end and check the impact of that in the economy. Okay? Because now you'll empower these people. And after that, after the 5 years, I'll come back the same person. You'll still empower me, you'll keep empowering me.
Meaning there's no impact?
There's no impact. I need to get to a place where after I have been empowered, I have moved, I'm able to sustain myself, I'm able to contribute to the economy. So that if there's another empowerment program, it empowers a different person. The other question is, how do we get these people that we are empowering? Okay? Some people don't know about these programs. Communication is another challenge. You have few politicians picking few people and taking them for empowerment. It's supposed to cut across board, across the country, 47 counties, in all the wards, for it to have an impact in the economy and in the country.
That is in the aspect of monitoring this progress.
Yes.
What is the role of this youth that we are talking about that needs to be empowered? What is his or her role in all this?
They really need to be responsible. You see, some of these youths that are being empowered, they come up with a project. This is what I would want to do. Has it been tested? Probably not. Okay? This particular young person will work hard towards that, but they need mentorship, somebody to walk with them along to ensure that this thing has worked at the end of the day. Otherwise, you give me the money, you empower me, I go down the line and it's not working, I drop it. Then that's it. So I believe it's the role of the youth who has been empowered. First of all, be responsible once these funds have been allocated to you and work hard. But I think more to it is the mentorship that should accompany all that to the end. That is what will have an impact to the lives of the youths and in return to the economy. Yes.
You know, when it comes to such employment programs, do you think they spur entrepreneurship the right way? Do they encourage the youth to go and be more innovative in terms of what they want to do, instead of looking at the aspect of white-collar jobs being employed?
I would like to look at that from the education point of view. Does our education bring out innovators, entrepreneurs? Does it do that? We changed from the first system to CBC now.
Yes.
Yeah, to see if this will stimulate the same. Okay. Youths of this country are entrepreneurs. They are very innovative. Okay, but sometimes you get, for example, you want to start a particular business. The government is giving you 25,000 shillings. Your capital for the same is over 100,000 shillings.
Yes.
What do you do with that? So it's also very important also for the government to come up with different levels. Okay, analyze this business. Can this work? This particular empowerment, I'm giving you 25,000. Is this going to successfully enable you to be an entrepreneur, enable you to get it to the end? Or it's something I'm giving you, you'll try and this is not enough capital for me, I have to go look for capital elsewhere, or I just give up and use those funds for something else. But otherwise, we also need to look at our education system, that at the end of the day, let us not just produce people who are about the books. Okay? Let us see innovators, let us see entrepreneurs being built by our education system.
From the word go.
From the word go. Very, very important.
So even the education system has a role to play in as far as empowerment is concerned. Indeed. Now, I'm also joined by Juma Ngule, who is the chairman of Youth Connect Kenya. Welcome to Good Morning Kenya.
Oh, thank you, my brother.
Ukoaje asubuhi ya leo?
Indeed, it's a beautiful morning.
Yes.
And I'm glad to be here.
Yes.
So that we can chat the way forward about the future of the young people.
Yes.
Of the Republic of Kenya.
Yes.
That's why I'm here as the chairperson of Youth Connect Kenya.
Yes. Karibu sana.
Shukran.
I'll ask you the same question I asked Njiro here.
Yes.
From your perspective, how do you say the youth have been empowered so far from your perspective? And how do you term youth empowerment? Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. That is a very big question that requires a very long discussion. But when you ask me about the same question, it is important for the young people also to understand, when you say you want to be empowered, by who? That's a big question that all of us, we need to have to face it with a lot of realities, because most of the young people, we are looking at the government. We want the government to do everything for us. And truth be told is that the government will not touch each and every young person in the Republic of Kenya. So it is upon us as the young people to also have our own initiatives. We need to empower ourselves, because it is very wrong for you to be taken to school. You are done with your studies, and there is nothing you can do on your own. So the empowerment issue, I think the government can only give us a platform whereby we can help ourselves to grow and achieve what we want. So the issue of empowerment, the young people, like for instance, some of us were also complaining, and you allow me to talk about the Connect Kenya, Youth Connect Kenya, because this is something that came up especially when we are having the COVID-19 pandemic. Most of the young people had nothing to do. You remember all of us were locked in our houses because there was no mobility and everybody was locked. So we came up with an idea whereby we can empower ourselves as the young people through connecting ourselves, sourcing for funds, and engaging some other people using various platforms. That is one way in which we can empower ourselves. The government has given us an opportunity. The little opportunity they have given us, the connection that they are giving us, that is a platform that we are using as the young people. And the biggest problem we have, especially the young people, is that most of us, we are waiting to be given. That is why you realize that most of us, we are still crying that the young people are yet to be empowered.
Waiting to be given. Is that translating even to leadership? You are waiting to be given a position so that you can lead.
Absolutely. Instead of us taking up the responsibility. And like a good example, when you talk of leadership, right now, the young people who were on the streets last year, I was one of them, against the finance bill. When we were rejecting. Right now, the young people, the very, very young people, they have been given an opportunity to register as voters so that they can go and exercise their democratic right through the ballot come 2027. But you'll be shocked, because the very, very young people who on the street, they fill the streets of Nairobi. When you do your research right now, they're yet to register as voters. So that is the biggest challenge, and that is why we are here as young people, and we need to have a very candid conversation with the young people, and we need to face the reality. We need to tell each other how things are, because we are not doing it right.
So there are chances that the youth have been, there are chances or opportunities that have been availed to them, but they are not taking advantage of them.
Absolutely.
Why is that?
I think the biggest problem, we are used to be given. We don't want to go an extra mile. Young people, especially when you look at the lifestyle and the education system, I think I will also blame the education system that we have undergone. Because this is an education system whereby we are just being, we are taught on how to be given everything.
Soma upite upate kazi.
Soma upite, ukimaliza after graduation, unapewa employment. Which is not, when you finish in school, you realize reality, it will hit you different.
School and
the
real world are two different things.
Totally different. And that's the biggest problem, and it is high time. And that is why right now you'll see most graduates, they meet you on the street and wanakuambia, bro, sina job. Unataka nakupatia job. Tafuta job. Can you create something? Why are you going to school and niambia umesoma umemaliza when you cannot do anything small? On your own, you are waiting for somebody to give you? No, we have to create employment on our own. We have to go an extra mile so that we realize and we get what we want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jiro, there's something that Juma raised, and this points to mentality that young people may have. How do we shift that mentality in as far as we are talking about empowerment, but how do we help them shift mentality that it's not always go to school, get a degree, get out and get employed? Instead, we gravitate more towards innovation and coming up with things.
Basically, I really don't think it's more of the mentality. Okay, because believe you me, I don't think there's any youthful person out there who would be having the right skills, the right capital, enough capital, who would just sit and not do anything and wait to be given anything. Okay? I believe, one, our educational system needs to work towards giving skills. Very, very important. So that when you're out of it, you're not waiting to be employed. you've acquired the skills. Okay, nowadays you go and get a degree. After that, you go and look for employment, and you're told they're looking for someone with 10 years of experience. When are you supposed to have gotten that? Okay,
yeah,
that's a problem. So it's very important that the education system comes up with empowering the youths, or rather giving the youth skills, good skills that after school you're able to go and start your own thing, be it a business or whatever it is, to empower you. So I think it's not really more about the mentality, it's about how the system is. But I would also want to say, my brother here said something, it's important I say. I think the government, as much as we want the youths themselves to do a lot of things by themselves, it is very important that the government has gets to put a very good environment for the youths to be able to empower themselves. That is number one. But you see, the government has been mandated to serve its people. That includes things like industrialization and all that, things that will create jobs and all that. So I think it's also for the government to come in and assist in this, as much as, because the youths will do their best. They will go to school. The parents will help them with all that. So I've gone to school. I've studied finance. Personally, I'm a finance expert. I've studied finance.
Yes.
Okay? After that, I come out here. Then what next? What capital do I need for me to start anything financial? It's quite capital intensive. Something that I might not be having as an individual. Remember, my parents have just taken me from school.
Yes.
I'm just done with school. You cannot go back to them for capital. And that is why you will see the government also give credit to its due.
Yes.
Coming up with programs like Nyota and all that. Yeah. Only that they really need to tailor-make it so that it's able to get to the people who really need it. Yes.
Well, you know, there's a lot, when we talk about skills, even we're living in a digital age where there's a lot of skills that you can learn online. But we'll talk about that when we come back from this short break. Stay with us. Welcome back to Good Morning Kenya. This is Future Voices. I'm having a conversation with two gentlemen about empowering the Kenyan youth. There's Juma Ngule, who is the chairman of Youth Connect Kenya, and Nelson Njiru, who is an aspirant of the seat of governor of Nairobi County. We are talking about youth empowerment. And Juma, when we talk about empowerment, we are living in the digital age. And there's a lot that it's offering. How do you think the youth needs to be nudged to embrace learning skills online so that they can generate something for themselves?
On that issue, my brother, I think it is a nice idea that you are talking about, because the digital era that we are living in, that is why we as the Youth Connect Kenya, we have also a program whereby we are teaching the young people who are willing to learn some new skills so that they can earn a living through those skills. Like when you look at when you go to our website for Youth Connect Kenya, you'll find a lot of information down there. You can also register, and we'll teach you for free through the partners that we are having, so that we can give you the skills that you want as a young person. And the biggest issue that I've talked about earlier on is that the very, very young people are not willing also to get to understand something or to learn a new skill. Even if you are offering them for free, that is the worst scenario that we are facing, because when you look at the enrollment of the young people that have enrolled on our platform, there are very few. And we are cutting across the country, across the 47 counties. Meaning that most of the young people, they need to do what we call civil education. And this is one of the platforms we are giving them, and we are telling them that it is important for you to learn a new skill, because you cannot use the 19th century skill to solve the 21st century skill.
Problems evolve.
Absolutely. It is high time now, the young people, and I want to encourage all of us that, especially if you're a parent out there, you are a father, you are a teacher, you have a brother or any other sibling, it is high time you also have to update yourself with the new skills that you can use to solve the new problems. that we are having right now.
Indeed. From a perspective of leadership, Njiro, you see, activism has shifted online. And when it comes to accountability and responsibility, is that the new normal that you're going to witness insofar as youth speaking about matters of national importance is concerned?
When it comes to activism, which has, of course, shifted to the online platform, because basically that is where you get to reach so many people at the same time. Yes, that will be the new norm. You will find a lot of, you will get to see that many people who are uncomfortable with that will actually try to distract it, will actually try to block it. But you know what? There are things that cannot be stopped.
Yes.
Okay? We're already there. That is the new norm. That is where everything is going to be happening from, especially by the youths. That is where they're going to raise their voices from. I think the era where people used to do a lot of these things on the ground, in the markets and all that is long gone now. So the online platform it is. Yeah, that is where everything will be done henceforth by the youth.
Juma, what do you think? Can the online platforms be used for governance and accountability by the young people of this country?
Absolutely right. And I want to give you a scenario that happened recently, especially the very, very day that we lost our party leader, the former Prime Minister, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. The very, very day it is said that the president went on and signed some bills that are anti-people. The bills that most of the Kenyans were rejecting. And even before he announced the death of Raila Amolo Odinga, most Kenyans knew what was going on already. And when you look at the activism, it has already changed for sure. Gone are the days when people used to have the so-called mandamano on streets. Right now, anything happening, people, when you go to X, you see the hashtags.
Yeah.
And they are pushing everything. And right now, even the president himself, where he's seated, he knows very well that things are not good on his end. And the reason being is because people are informed. And the online platforms that we are having right now is the new thing. It is the new wave that is going to take place. Even the elections that we are entering into 2027, the online space is going to work and it is going to deliver a lot of things, because that is where we will meet any day, any time, regardless of where you are. We will be meeting there and people are discussing issues there. And you can see how the online families right now, especially on X, they are working as a team. So that is a space that nobody should ignore, especially those who are in governance right now and those ones who are eyeing for any political seat, because right now people are being informed through those platforms. So it is a very serious platform that we need to put into consideration.
Still on matters of leadership and accountability and representation, do you think political parties, looking at how the political parties within Kenya are designed, do you think they are designed to empower the youth or just use them as a means to an end?
I want to take you back a little bit on my on our platform for Youth Connect. We have three pillars. We connect, we engage, and we empower. Allow me to emphasize on to empower. And when you mention about the issue of political parties that we have, a political party is just like a car that is used by a politician now to their destination. Maybe someone wants to be a governor like my brother here, want to be a governor for Nairobi, and I pray for him that he gets there. He needs to position himself in a right political party, because that is a tool that is being used. But when you look at the political parties that we have in the Republic of Kenya, they are owned by some individuals.
Yes.
A good example is my party, ODM. ODM belongs to Baba, Raila Amolo Odinga, who is the late now. And right now, when you look at online and how people are talking, things have changed. We are having people with different views. So the political parties can be used by the young people if only they are part and parcel of the political parties. But the most unfortunate part about our political parties, you'll be shocked that most of the young people, especially some of us who are busy online, crying about injustices, most of them, they belong to no political parties. The only political party that the young people had is that I think the one for Morara. And unfortunate bit about the same is that the very, very young people are the one who fought that young man. Completely, they didn't want to hear about him. But when you look at the biggest political parties, they have the owners. And the owners are the ones who call shots. So it is high time the young people also, we have to align ourselves to correct political parties, because those are the only tools. You cannot travel without a means of traveling. You cannot tell me you're going to the coast right now. How? Do you have a means? You don't have a means. So you have to engage, to align yourself in particular political parties so that you can use them. But the current political parties that we have right now in our country, my brother, problems. Big problem as a young person. And I'm also worried about my brother because I don't know which political party that he's going to use as a tool, because when you enter into those political parties, the first question is like, who are you? Whom do you know? What do you have? And it is a big problem, because even young people right now, if we challenge you to come up with a political party, minimum of 15 million. Bro, the young people do not have those cash. So they are being used by a few individuals, political class people, some business persons who have some financial muscles.
So from what Juma is saying, there's a big difference between being in a political party, belonging to a political party, and being part of the decision-making machinery within political party. Is that the case? And what do you think? Are there gatekeepers who, quote unquote, own the party, and they do not really just give the youth a chance, they just want to use them?
Okay, thank you. Let me start by answering Juma a little bit.
Yes.
Number one, I'm not sure if Juma does not know that we have independent candidates who have made it in this country. It is not necessarily that you need a political party.
Yes.
It is a tool, yes, but it's not necessarily that you must have a political party for you to be able to get an elective seat or something of the sort. That is number one. Number two, these political parties, as he has said, I agree with him, there are many problems there. I'll give you one big problem about political parties. We have seen political parties in this country that have contradicted the principles of individuals. Your political party says we go left, something that is contrary to your principles, and you are stuck there. You don't know whether to follow your principles or the political party. Okay? And actually, I'll tell you, and probably I'll be here in 2027 to show you this. In 2027, most of the young people who will be elected, they'll be elected on independent tickets. Because I think we've come to a place where it's very important for people to look at integrity of a person as opposed to the political party. What are you bringing on the table? Are you going to do what you are saying you are going to do? Or are you going to vote me in because I'm in a political party? However, that is not to say that all political parties are not good. Okay? They are very good because they have agendas and they drive agendas. But what I would say is it's very important for the Kenyan voter at the moment when it comes to elections and all that to look at integrity, to look at track records, to look at the kind of a person you're bringing in. Is this an honest person? Or is this somebody who is coming during campaigns to tell you stuff, and after that, that's it? You don't get to see them again. Okay? So I believe it's very, 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 very important that we not only look at the political party, but look at the individual.
Okay.
What does this particular person stand for? Okay? Yeah.
Maybe just to respond to my brother here, and one of my major responsibilities as the chairperson for Youth Connect is also to educate the young people. And it is high time we have, my brother, we have to face the reality. And they say it's not yet Uhuru. You know, Kenya, we are still a developing country. And the direction in which my brother is headed into, I think he might not get what he wants in the near future unless he faces the reality. At the moment, I understand and I agree with you fully that totally that there are some people who are elected as independent candidates. But you can do your own research, even in go to the National Assembly right now, or National Assembly. When you count, for me, you cannot count more than 3 individuals who are elected. Out of more than almost 300 individuals who are elected as members of parliament, very few. So it is high time, one tool for us to empower the young people, and this empowerment will only come through correct alignments. It is important that the young people, we have to join political parties. It is a very important tool for us to get what we want, because most of the young people, number one, the biggest problem we have, most young people, they are cashless, they have no money. And when you look at those individuals who are aligned in various political parties, they will be supported, especially you, for example, if right now you align yourself with a good political party, if you win, let's say, the nomination, the party primaries, when you get the ticket, the very party will also empower you by giving you finance, because politics is very expensive, very expensive. And when you move around Nairobi, for example, where you are vying, when you trying to move around the 17 constituencies in Nairobi, it requires a lot of finance. The people that you are moving with, they need something at the end of the day, because they will not be clapping for you and going home empty-handed. So it is important that the young people, as one of the tools for us to empower them, it is good that we inform ourselves that we have to join particular political parties. Look at we have so many political parties. Align yourself accordingly so that you can use it as a tool. It is much easier for you to move forward or to be elected, because you look at the people who are the electorates, most of them, they are aligned to political parties. Whereby the young people, we the young people, we don't believe in those political parties.
When you say the people you are moving around will want something at the end of the day,
yes,
isn't that tokenism?
I don't know how you want to call it, but the reality is those people must go home with something.
But how then do we do away with politics of tokenism? Because at the end of the day, that has led to some very weird decisions, quote unquote, for Kenyans in terms of electing leaders based on what they're getting from them, instant gratification.
That is why I'm telling you, not yet Uhuru.
But then again, how do we change that?
How we are supposed to change that is by us, the young people, embracing ourselves.
Do you see a situation where young people can coalesce around, let's say, a youth vying for MP, MCA, governor, or whatever, without expecting something in return? They are going for the vision, they are going for what this leader is bringing to the table in terms of the change that people want.
Yeah, it is possible, but not at the moment.
Why is it so?
The biggest problem we are having is the very young people that you want them maybe to support you, they have nothing to do. Somebody else will come and feed them. And you know, anybody who feeds you can even slap your mother while you are watching. And the biggest problem is that the very young people will go for those people who are giving them some token. That is why we are here as a young people. We have to empower ourselves financially, economically. We must have something that we are doing. We must have our own resources. We must have, I can come and listen to you, maybe your manifesto. I can join you and go home without asking for anything and comfortably follow you tomorrow, because maybe I'm having a small business that I'm running somewhere.
But isn't that like, are we running in circles? Because this is one thing that people are trying to change, but on the other hand, it is still proving to be a problem.
Mike, this thing will change. I assure you, it will change. Somebody just needs to start. all the people, all the young people that you saw on the streets, none of them was paid to be there. They felt that their rights are being infringed. They felt that they're not getting good governance. They felt that they're not getting good leadership. And that's why they came to the streets. No one paid these people. Okay? So it is very possible. The only thing I would say is the youth have to come together. Okay? Because this is what happens. I'll give you a practical example of what happens. A politician comes to you, gives you 200, 300 shillings. They go, some of them borrow money from somewhere. They come and do their campaigns. They give you 200, 300 shillings, 500. You vote them in. You will not see them again. Because when they go back, they have to look for that money again to return where they got it from, number one. And when it's like 2 years before the election again, they'll be busy looking for money for campaign. Okay? So these people you're voting in because of handouts, they end up not doing anything for you. These are the people who are supposed to be empowering youths when you get there. Supposed to be empowering the youths, but they don't have that time because they spend a lot of money on people. But you see the youth of this country, things have changed, by the way. After the mandamanos that we had, things have changed, and the youth showed us that, you know what, we want leaders who will come in and serve people. So I don't disagree so much with him that our political parties are important. But I want to say they're very important. You can align yourself with a political party without even being a member. We have coalitions and all that.
Yes.
What is important here is, what is your vision? What do you really want to do for these people? What do you want to do for these youths? So it's a high time that the youths come together and look at these things from the point of, what is this particular person going to do for us? And I assure you, the youths of this country are not the youths that we used to know. Things have changed. Eyes have been opened. People want proper governance. People want proper leadership. And that they will get if they vote some of us in.
Yes.
Yes.
Granted, let's say the youth are elected to even the highest offices in this land. How would that leadership look like?
Oh, I see a better Kenyan. Because I believe that the young people right now, they have gone through a lot. And we are having a very changed youth in our republic. When even you compare our country with our neighbors, like a good example is Uganda or Tanzania. When you look at the Kenyans are informed, especially the young people. Kenyans know what they want. The young people know what they want.
Yes.
So I believe, from where I see it, that given a chance, especially if we give a chance the young people, I believe 100% that they are going to transform this country. Even Nairobi will be transformed. Right now, look at Nairobi. And I want to give a very bad example because we have a young person as a governor in Nairobi, Mr. Sakaja. I think he has let down the young people because he's unable to govern this city. Look at the way the county is. Pathetic. Everywhere, problems. I think he's the only young person who was given the mandate by the young people. And by the way, I regret voting him as a governor because what he has done and what we were expecting, because he is a young person. I believe that being a governor of Nairobi, my brother, I pray for you that you get it. Being a governor of Nairobi, you can transform this county within your first 12 months. You can do a lot of things because when you look at the revenue allocation and collection that Nairobi collects, I believe that you can do a lot of things in this city. So the young people who are mentally upright, given an opportunity in leadership, I believe they will do marvelous things.
How would that leadership look like for you?
That would be the beginning of true change in this country. Have young leaders in these positions and you will see a country that will change. Because the young people do not fear being challenged. I'll not go and shut the social media because you're challenging me. I will take that challenge, okay, and transform it and see what results I get from it. So it's very important that this time round we give the youths these positions It's very good that my friend here has brought up Nairobi County, my county. Have you seen any empowerment of the youth in Nairobi? Proper empowerment, not handouts. There is none. Nairobi has come up with a program. There are like 3 programs that are stagnant at the moment. They are funded by some donors. They are short term. You go and clean the streets. After 3 months, you're jobless. Sustainability in empowering the youth is key. Even in Nairobi, we have young people, very many young people who are jobless. Very many young people who desire to be empowered. Not just empowered, but just mentored. You know, have people mentoring these youths, and you will see transformation in this country that you've never seen before.
Yes.
Yes.
Voter registration.
Yes.
As of last week, Friday, we stood at, was it even last week, 20,000 and just a little over 20,000.
Yes.
What are you doing? You are youth leaders in your capacity. Let me start. What are you doing to ensure that more youth register as voters?
At my point, my position right now, I have taken it as a personal initiative. When you follow me on my social media platforms, you will see I'm doing regular information. I'm informing the young people, and I'm using any little opportunity I get, like this opportunity right now. I'm reminding the young people that this is the time to make the change that we are talking about. And that change will only be made through the ballot come 2027. So the young people, like a good example, me personally, I'm informing the young people. Every Sunday you will find me, I go to at least 3 churches. And I make sure that I engage with the young people, especially in Westlands constituency. I am informing them where we have also like a tournament, a soccer tournament. I'm going there. I'm engaging the young people. I'm informing them on the importance of them registering as voters, because we need to go and make the change that we need. And the most unfortunate bit about the same is, and I want also to, I don't know how best we can handle this, because you realize that the most young people, I can engage you. I want you to go and maybe register just as a voter. It is your right. But the young people, again, they want a token. They want something small. They will also tell you sin affair. For me just to go maybe 20 shillings or 50 shillings just to have a matatu to where you're supposed to register as a voter. The young people, they are used to this politics. Anything to do with the politics, they want a reward. To be given something to do what they're supposed to do. So it is high time we continue giving them the civil education. We need to face the reality. We need to realize that indeed taking a voter's card, it is your right.
Indeed.
Yes.
You know, you want this seat, governor's seat. Yes. But then again, we have young people. IEBC is registering. Why do you think we have low numbers, and how can we raise it?
Personally, I believe most of us Kenyans, we like last minute rushes. And as per now, the numbers are low in terms of voter registration. But I'm pleading with the youths. This is the time for change. And the only way we can change this country is through elections. And we've been given a platform, a proper platform, to go and get your voter's card so that you can vote in the right leaders. With the right leaders in, our lives will change. What have I done? I have around 3 groups of 1,000 youths in each of them. That is around 3,000 of them, who we have decided that we are going to use the online platform to sensitize the youths and push for them to take the votes so that they can be able to vote in the upcoming 2027 general elections. Because that is the key to the real transformation of this country. Yes.
Indeed. And they have to know that this is one of the ways that they're empowered to make the right decisions in as far as the leadership of the country is concerned. Gentlemen, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
making time to come and talk about how we can empower the Kenyan youth. That is Nelson Njiro, who is an aspirant for the governor's seat in the Nairobi County, and also Juma Ngule, who's the chairman of Youth Connect Kenya. This is where this conversation ends, but don't go too far.